Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to talk about something called the 20-Minute Content Factory. Now this is a system that's all about tackling one of the biggest hurdles for any creator out there. So if you've ever just felt totally swamped by the whole process of making stuff, yeah, you're going to want to stick around for this.
All right, so let's just jump right in with a big question. What do you think is the #1 reason creators just stop? It's not what you think. It's not about running out of ideas, and it's not a lack of passion. Nope. It's something way more common. And honestly, it's just exhausting.
And there they are, the big three. These are the absolute time sinks. You've got writing scripts, then editing all that footage, and oh my gosh, the endless hunt for the right visuals. I mean, each one of these could be a full-time job on its own, right? So when you stack them all together, it's just a perfect recipe for burnout. It's the wall that so many incredible ideas just slam into and never get past.
And all of that leads us right into what we can call the content creation trap. It's this super frustrating cycle where the process itself just crushes your creativity. So let's dig into why that happens and, the important part, how we can get out of it.
It's so easy to blame ourselves, right? To think, my ideas just aren't good enough. But that is almost never the real issue. The key thing to get, and this is huge, is that the problem isn't your creativity, it's your process. Your workflow is the real bottleneck here, not your imagination.
So, okay, how do we fix this broken process? We need a totally new way of thinking about it, a new model. And that model is the factory. Now, I know what you're thinking. Factory sounds so, cold and robotic, not creative at all. But hang with me. Think of it less like an assembly line and more about pure efficiency, smart systems, and getting a massive output from just a little bit of input.
So let's put it side by side. The old way, that's all manual editing. You're grinding out one piece of content at a time. The new way, this content factory model, is all about building a system that does the heavy lifting for you. It's about creating stuff automatically and at a scale you couldn't do by hand.
So what is this thing exactly? Well, the Content Factory is just a model to get you from that manual grind to automatic creation. And the engine making it all happen? It's AI. You use it to generate a ton of videos in bulk, and it all starts from just one single set of prompts that you give it. It's the classic, work smarter, not harder, but like for real this time.
Okay, I know this might sound a little bit like science fiction or magic, and honestly, the results kind of are magical, but the actual process, it's surprisingly simple. So let's pull back the curtain and see exactly how this whole thing works.
All right, so the whole automated workflow boils down to just 3 easy steps. Step 1, you use this browser extension called AutoMeta. Just think of it like your little robot assistant. It does all the boring, repetitive clicking you'd normally have to do. Step 2, you give your list of prompts to Meta's AI. These are just the basic ideas for your videos. Things like a cat playing a tiny piano or a time-lapse of a city at night. Then step 3, you just walk away. You let the extension feed those prompts to the AI one after another, and it just cranks out a huge batch of videos, all from that one list. No more work from you.
And look, when I say a huge batch, I'm not kidding. We're talking about generating over 100 videos from one session. Just stop and think about that for a second. 100 unique pieces of content. For most people, that's weeks, months of work, and here it's done in the time it takes you to drink a cup of coffee. It's insane.
And that right there is the game changer. That's the huge transformation we're talking about. We are completely flipping the script on the time it takes to create. All those tasks that used to take hours of painstaking manual work, they now get crunched down into just a few minutes of setup.
This quote really sums up the entire philosophy here. The goal, move from manual editing to automatic creation. See, this isn't just about a cool new tool. It's a totally different way to think about how we make things. It's a mindset shift.
So let's circle all the way back to the beginning. Remember those big 3 time sinks we talked about? The writing, the editing, the searching for visuals? Well, this system goes right after that core problem, the time problem, and it just solves it. It automates all the most painful, time-consuming parts so you can get back to what matters, the actual ideas.
And that leaves us with one last question to think about, and it's a big one. If that time barrier was just gone, if you could create a whole batch of content in just 20 minutes, what would you make? What are the stories you've always wanted to tell? What are the ideas you could finally bring to life? That's the real power of this.